let's review from yesterday. What's the definition of absolute value? Distance from zero. Okay, so if I'm at zero, and this is called the absolute value symbols. The absolute value of x is the distance from 0, 4 units away. Okay, so this is 4 units. And this is going to be 4 units. Yes, this is review. Okay, and then we have 2 cases to consider. We have the point 4, think of it as like a location point, and -4, which would be like another location point. So we have 2 cases to consider when we're talking about the distance of 4 units. All right, then we actually solve an absolute value equation where we have the absolute value of x minus 6 equals 3. We have to consider both cases, where x minus 6 ends up at positive 3 or x minus 6 equals negative 3. Then we solve each one of those. Yes, sir. What? Yes, I'm just going over the concept because there were a couple people who weren't here yesterday. Okay, then we add 6 to both sides. And we get x equals 9 or x equals positive 3. Okay. Now, we have to be careful on some of these. Thank you. Yeah, he's here somewhere. He walked out. He usually comes back in, though. Yeah. All right, the one tricky one that you had to do for homework, and I think we did this one in class, pretty sure we did, was number 11. Number 11, be careful. Okay, yeah, there's no solution because that has to come out positive. Okay, when we have the absolute value by itself, it has to be positive. And -2, negative number, we cannot go a distance of -2. There's no solution here. Okay. Sure, you can have water. And then you guys were supposed to do the rest of the problems, right? When you get done with the rest of the worksheet, I mean, the next page is pretty much just like it, but we're going to have to do a couple of things different. First of all, we're going to have to graph them, and we have to evaluate some of them. So let me show you how to do a couple of these, and then for those students that are done with the first worksheet, you can start on the second one. All right. Next worksheet, this is going to be worksheet number 2. We have to evaluate each equation, okay? They give us some numbers here. They give us that r equals -2, n equals -3, pardon me. Not right now when I'm done. About 5-10 minutes. And t equals 3. So you look at each problem and then you substitute in the values. Okay, number 1, I have the absolute value of 8 minus my t is 3 plus 3. 8 minus 3 is 5, so I have the absolute value of 5 plus 3. Anything that comes out of here is positive, so 5 plus 3 is 8. Sharpener is on the wall. Okay, let's do number 3. N is negative 3, so I have 5 plus the absolute value of 3 minus, and my N is negative 3, negative 3. So this equals 5 plus the absolute value of 3 minus negative 3 is positive 6. And 5 plus positive 6 is going to be 11. Oh, sorry. I was off the screen. All right, number 5. I have the absolute value of N, which is negative 3, minus T, which is 3, plus 4. Okay, the absolute value of negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6, plus 4. Now, anything that comes out of my absolute value signs has to be positive, so this becomes positive 6. Please don't throw things in my classroom. Oh, positive 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay, graphing our absolute value equations are pretty easy. It's just 2 points. Let's do number 1. Okay, I have a positive 3. I have my absolute value by itself. It's equal to positive 3. So I split it up. Y equals negative 3 or Y equals positive 3. Okay, so those are just points. All we're going to do is just put points at positive 3 and negative 3. And I'm done. Okay, number 3. I have the absolute value of Y plus 3 by itself, so I'm going to split this up. Y plus 3 equals negative 2. I like putting my negatives on the left-hand side. And Y plus 3 equals positive 2. Solve for Y, so I'm going to subtract 3 here, subtract 3 here. I get Y equals negative 5, or Y can equal subtract 3, Y can equal negative 1. So I put a point at negative 5 and negative 1. I don't know. Let's do number 8. Okay, I have the absolute value solved for. So I'm going to split this up. 5y minus 2 equal negative 7. Or 5y minus 2 equals positive 7. Solve for y. Add 2. So I get 5y equals negative 5. Divide both sides by 5. So I get y equals -1, or solve the other one, add 2 to both sides, bless you. 5y equals, please don't throw things in my classroom, 9. Divide by 5, and I get y equals 9/5. Or that's about 1 4/5, or almost 2. So I'm going to have to graph those. So I have -1, and 1 4/5, or 9/5, is almost 2. And I'm done. Okay. Back to the second page is problems you can do. You don't have to do the book work. So your homework or practice work for in class today, instead of goofing around doing nothing or not doing anything at all or talking or playing on your cell phones, you should be done with pages 1 through 4. To stay on track, you should be done with pages 1 through 4 today. What? No. You can go on Google Classroom and get them. Yeah. That was left over.